people growing inside of other people? The fact that my body knows how to make a penis?
Mom, you look funny.
That's crazy. Hi. I don't even know if you can see my face, but this is my setup. I've stripped my bed because I'm washing all the bedding. I'm snuggled in my snuggle, which is wrapped around me, and I've got the laptop propped up here on the snuggle, and let's squish it off with a Huckle bump there. I'm going to answer all the questions that you asked in my 24-week vlog. So we'll start at the bottom and just start scrolling up. There will be some repetitive questions. I'll just answer the first person who asked it. If I didn't answer your question, that means either somebody else answered it and I answered theirs, it wasn't an appropriate question for me to answer, or I answered it in a previous vlog. Do the asymmetrical pillows behind you upset you? They would upset me. I'd want to reach through the screen, readjust them, because I know I don't look that comfortable either. I'm kind of not. Oh well, we will deal together and press forward. So, Z Cold's wife asked, what did you decide about the nursery theme and style thing? You look fantastic as always, and I don't think there's anywhere... I should have read these first because I just read my own compliment. Thank you. Well, Scarlet and the baby are going to be sharing a room, so I'm going to do some combining there. And I'm not really big on huge themes. Scarlet's nursery right now. Is it working, baby?
Yeah,
Okay, she's watching Dumbo. She loves Dumbo. We're just getting into watching full-length movies every once in a while, and I don't like Dumbo. It's sad. Anyway, Scarlet's nursery right now is a Pippi Longstocking treehouse sort of theme, but it's not like you would walk in and know that. So with this baby, I think I'm going to have him have his own little zone in the same room, and I'm thinking of really soft colors, but then a pop of orange, and I'm thinking maybe foxes with that.
I'm not working, Mama.
Okay, I'll come fix it. I gotta get out of my snuggle. Okay, Netflix is going in and out, it's fizzing out. So I offered up a nap and she took the bait. So that's now what she's doing. Glitter Rush XO asks about cravings and thoughts on baby names. I don't really have that many cravings. I'm still more avoiding the food aversions and smells and things like that. I have really loved, I found this organic creamery that sells frozen chocolate pudding in a store of ours. It's like froyo and it's like yogurt, but it's not. It kind of is what it sounds like. It's delicious frozen chocolate pudding. So I've had some of that and loved it. It's really great when I have my heartburn. But just like I've said in my previous pregnancy videos, which I'll link around my face somewhere, same food aversions. And the other thing that's weird is I can't eat past like 3 p.m. in the day, which is probably why I'm still losing Marie weight, gaining baby weight just fine, but losing, you know, my arm flab and stuff like that, because I'm not eating a big dinner before I go to bed. However, I just thought at like 2 in the morning, I've gotten up almost every night this week and several times the whole pregnancy where I get up and I either scarf down a bowl of cereal or I take spoonfuls of peanut butter, honey, and chocolate chips and guzzle those down in the middle of the night. It's my own little like secret feeding session. So that's a craving. I have midnight craving secret feeding sessions. Yes. Thoughts on baby names. Because it's a boy, Ryan and I do have a list of names that we're considering, and we're taking applications to that list, taking suggestions to that list. So if you have a favorite boy name and you want to name this baby, leave it below and we'll consider it. Right now we have 3 names and we like them a lot. We're not sure if we love any of them, or maybe we do. We don't know. We're still in discussions. We won't be sharing the boy's name until he's born. Otherwise, I'm just too easily swayed. The Caffeinated Mama asks, where is new baby boy going to be sleeping? P.S. I still miss the ratty purple sweatpants. I don't miss them. I love them. I'm getting all my use out of them. I'll probably be wearing them when I go into labor, or at least pack them in my hospital bag. I love those buggers. They don't sell them anymore. Where's baby boy going to be sleeping? Alicia, if you had done your homework and watched my back pregnancy vlogs, then you'd have the answer to that. You undedicated vlog watcher. I'm just kidding. You've been busy planting gardens and I think wrangling giant dogs. Isn't that what you do? The baby will be sleeping in our room probably until 6 months. That's what I'm hoping for. Scarlet stayed in our room until 5 months, and then she was able to stand up and cruise on furniture, and she was still in a co-sleeper, and she hated the pack and play, so we moved her into her own room at 5 months just for safety reasons. I'm hoping this little boy will slow down and be a dang baby for a while instead of trying to be an upright people person, and stay in our room with us longer so that Scarlet and he can have their own spaces for as long as possible. Tiny Sally 18 asked, since we're having a baby boy, can we now tell us the top girl name picks? Also, how are we prepping Scarlet for the new addition to the family? We only had one girl name, and I think we will hold on to it. There's a chance we might have a third baby at some point, and if it's a girl and we still love it, we're going to use it. But if I ever fall out of love with it, I'll tell you what it is. So sorry, that's cop-out. Sorry. How we're prepping Scarlet. We talk about baby brother all the time. Since we don't have a name chosen, we are calling him baby Huckle. And with Scarlet, we called her baby Pippa when I was pregnant with her. And then that immediately stopped as soon as she was born, and we lost the nickname. But this time I think it'll transfer over because I don't want to get Scarlet confused that, you know, baby Huckle's in mommy's tummy and then it's born and all of a sudden it's little baby Chuck. It's not, his name's not Chuck. But so we'll probably continue the Huckle thing. I don't know. We'll figure that out. So we talk about the baby being inside along a lot, and we also talk about how he needs to stay in there till he grows big. She gives my tummy kisses. We have a couple books that we've read. There's a Berenstain Bears book about her brother bear waiting for sister bear to come and how he gets to get a big boy bed and then the baby gets a crib, and that's exactly what's happening with Scarlet, so we're doing that. There's also a book that was recommended on Facebook that I've read with her at the library but I haven't purchased yet called, I think it's called Hey You in There or something. It's really cute. It's got a picture of a blue circle on the front with like a little egg, and the baby and the bump grows and you get to see the sibling like kind of interacting with the tummy. So we've been doing that. I do want to do a video of Scarlet talking to my tummy, so hopefully I will have time for that as well. I like this one. A Wild Riley Appears, who is doing Veda and would totally get my username of the day award if I was doing that back when she subbed to me, asked, would you rather continue to have awful pregnancy symptoms even after you give birth, or never have dessert again? I read that as, continue to have horrible heartburn every single night, insomnia, sciatic nerve pain, incessant burping every time I stand up or sit down. What else do I have? Pressure on my bladder even though I don't think I have to go to the bathroom. Pregnancy-induced inner working issues. We'll leave that at that. And all the other things I have, or eternal sadness. I choose pregnancy symptoms and Oreo pie all the live long day. Nikki83B asks, what's happening with Scarlet's room? Are we turning that into baby boy's room? Are they room sharing? I answered this more in detail in a previous vlog, which I will link here. So go ahead and watch that one and you'll get the answers there. The short of it is, for a time, yes, they will be room sharing. E. Tomlinson asks, what does Scarlet want to name the baby? She just wants to name the baby any babies that she actually knows their names. So we have a friend who has a little boy named Reed, so she's wanted to name him Reed. But now that we're calling him Baby Huckle, which if you haven't watched previous vlogs, that's just a nickname. Hucklebug is what we're calling him. That's what she calls him. A couple people asked, Logit135 asked if we are planning to move, and no, we are not planning to move. There are changes of brewing in the works, but we're not going to be moving house. Delaney asks, what's going to happen with your living situation? If you're new to my channel, then you're probably all types of confused as to why I live in my dining room. This is my bed in my dining room. Welcome. My mom lives in our room, and it was supposed to be a very temporary 6-week issue that has almost gone on for 2 years. So we are still moving forward with trying to make the changes with that, and right now we are just reaching some bureaucratic red tape. Hope, hope, hope across everything you have, fingers, toes, nostrils, eyebrows, that clears up before the baby comes. We're dealing with what we got. Sasha Martinez asks, have you lost more weight? If so, how much? And have you started gaining any back? I have lost more weight, but then I have gained some baby belly. So I don't know exactly what the ratio is. All I can say is I've lost some Marie weight while gaining the baby weight. And so because of that, I'm holding steady. I'm not gaining or losing any more weight from the last that I could tell. It looks like I've lost a total of 19 pounds. But if you look at me, I feel like I've lost like 5, maybe. So yeah. The doctor's not concerned about it. She did say in the 3rd trimester, if I haven't gained any weight, she would like to do one more scan to check baby size and just make sure that he's growing on scale. Any other questions in there? Oh, I answered the other ones. This is funny to me. I'm going to say your name wrong. Gilorulus, Gilo Rules, says, I'm just a little bigger than you and I've only got 2 weeks to go. I must have a small baby. Nope, I just carry giant big baby bellies. That's how my body is built, and I really don't mind it at all. I like having a big old round bump. I don't have to suck it in when I take pictures. Everyone knows that I am working on the miracle of childbirth. I think it's great. Sensational Sid, ooh, another good username, asks, will you do newborn vlogs with Huckle like we did with Scarlet? Never forget the tutu on her head. I hope you get some relief soon. Thank you. Speaking of relief, I know somebody's going to ask this further along, but I am taking a half Unisom and B6 tab every single day, and it helps me to not throw up. Not all the time. I mean, I would say 98% of the time it keeps at least the puking at bay, and I can talk and breathe like a normal person. It doesn't stop the heartburn, it doesn't stop any of the other symptoms, but not puking is a huge deal. I can function if I'm not puking. I can have a conversation if I'm not puking. So that's been really good. I was really against wanting to take any medications, but every person that I've talked to who's talked about what's the best mild thing to be able to keep nutrients in instead of coming out has recommended the little cocktail combo of half a Unisom tab, not the gels, the tabs, they're different, and vitamin B6. If anybody else is pregnant and watching this, make sure that you check with your doctors or midwives or whoever you're seeing before you do that. There is some differences. I know that I wanted to go take the natural Unisom that I found at Target, and that's actually not good to take because the natural Unisom can penetrate through the placenta and affect the baby, where the synthetic Unisom can't. That's what I learned in my research. So make sure you do your own research too. Okay, back to Sensational Sid. Will you do adorable newborn vlogs with Huckle? As long as everything goes smoothly, then we are hoping that we can vlog every day the last 3 weeks to a month before Huckle gets here. So we can like capture last days of pregnancy and then after he's here for at least the first week. That's if everything goes okay. Scarlet was in the NICU and, you know, we were concerned new parents. If that happens again, we might need to not make any promises. But there's the hope. There's the hope, but not the promise. The very next question up was about medications. Danielle Elizabeth asked if I will take any medication for the heartburn. No, I already feel, you know, a little twitchy about having to take the Unisom and B6, so I can tough it out. I'm not, you know, as fragile as I make myself sound when I'm suffering from the symptoms, which I am. I feel more comfortable going through suffering through that than I do taking medications. It's just my own personal choice. So I do a lot of natural things like swallowing apple cider vinegar to try and help with heartburn, which I've decided doesn't help me at all. I thought it might for like the first week, but it doesn't help me at all. Oh, I also have RLS this pregnancy, which I've never had before, restless leg syndrome, where your legs feel like there's too much electricity in them and you just sort of have to kick them out. And apple cider vinegar is supposed to help with that too. Nah, apple cider vinegar just tastes like I'm an Easter egg. It's not good. I still have to say the heartburn is a little better with this pregnancy than it was with Scarlet's. That's probably the one reprieve I have. It's horrible at night and when I'm trying to fall asleep, and that's, you know, when you need to relax the most. But with Scarlet, I had it 24 hours a day. So at least I get until like 7 or 8 p.m. with this baby is when it starts to creep up on me. And it is bad enough to make you throw up. I know before I was ever pregnant, I thought heartburn sounds manageable. That doesn't sound that bad. But it was the worst pregnancy symptom I could have possibly had with Scarlet. It made me throw up. It's like constantly feeling like your esophagus is thick and you can't swallow properly and it's full of acid and all food gets stuck there, and like that's what it feels like. It's just awful. So I don't wish heartburn on anybody. Obs and Lala didn't ask any questions, but this is for you, girly. Can I wink? Yeah. That's what you get with the other one. Oh, I lost her name. Holly Lemming asks of any advice I can give her about having a C-section. I don't have any advice because I was able to have a vaginal delivery with Scarlet, and I'm really hoping to have one with baby Huckle as well. Scarlet was face up, and so there was a risk of a C-section, but my doctor didn't even mention it until afterwards because she didn't want to put that thought in my head. I would definitely suggest that you look and see if your hospital or if your OB or midwife or anyone has any suggestions on birthing classes, and then maybe look on YouTube and forums and things. There's so many people that have had C-sections that can probably help you. And then I got really sick and went running into our bathroom, which is under construction, and I still had the camera in my hand, so I put it on auto snap and thought I'd let you experience a little bit of how I spend quite a lot of my afternoons. Don't worry though, eventually I felt better. Hey, it's been a couple hours. I had a little episode. Scarlet's now awake, and she's having some snack right next to me. I think I'll chop this up into a couple different videos, and maybe I'll intermix it with some others in the middle so you're not like bombarded with questions after answers after questions after answers, but some other videos in the middle. You guys let me know what you think. Okay, so let's do like 3 more and call it a day. First off, and I will show you the baby bump, yes. I'm almost 26 weeks now. Sarah Curie says, what is the best and worst thing about being pregnant? Well, obviously the worst thing is the symptoms. I am basically a incubator that can't do much most times, especially without the Unisom and B6. It's not fair to Scarlet. I can't function at all when I'm getting that sick, and it makes her sad. So, you have nap hair and snack face. That's silly. And I don't like her to be sad, so that's the worst thing, I think, is watching it affect her. But, you know, as bad as my pregnancy symptoms are, I don't honestly care. As long as the baby's healthy and as long as Scarlet and my family are doing fine, I would do this a lot. If I was younger and had the money, I would have probably at least 6 kids. Maybe more than that. These pregnancy symptoms are a blip in time, and they are nothing in comparison to what you get on the other side of it. So I don't mind at all. As far as the best thing about pregnancy, I actually really like being pregnant. I like the shape my body takes. I like the fact that I'm allowed to let it all hang out and that it's like part of the amazing, joyous experience. I like that I feel like I am part of a miracle. I like being part of a weird science experiment too. People growing inside of other people. The fact that my body knows how to make a penis.
Mom, you look funny.
That's crazy. I like the idea of pregnancy. I'm a science kid at heart anyways, and knowing that my body can do this, make an entire person, there are eyeballs inside of my belly right now, it blows my mind away. Obviously, I feel a little better than I did at the beginning of the vlog. Has the complications and all the horrible symptoms of your pregnancies put you off having any more children? That was the next question from Lex Ellie. And no, it hasn't. The thing that will determine how many children I have in life is my age and our surroundings, financial things, stuff like that. I would like to have 3. Tiny M. Ooh, my arm is getting tired. Sorry, baby. Tiny MND21 says, do you know the baby's name? And if so, does Scarlet and Louise? Louise does know our list. I've had her say them with her British accent, so I can run it by my brain in that way and that perspective. And Scarlet knows our list. I've had her say them in her Beeble accent because it's adorable. So she said them. And actually, my mom doesn't know our list, but Scarlet one day got a stuffed pony from my mom, and my mom said, what do you want to name it, Scarlet? And Scarlet said one of the baby boy names. So, but my mom didn't get it. My mom was just like, oh, she just thought she was babbling. Should we leave it there? Let's do one more. One more. Oh, CDC84 Dawn, I feel awful for you. I'm sorry. I know how bad it is to be vomiting nonstop. It's awful. I still am recovering from, I've got a little beaded sweat from the episode that I just had from talking too much to a camera. This is why my videos are so few and far between. Caitlin Butler. Is the Beeble and the baby going to stay in the same room? I've answered your questions. Okay, what's another one? Rosie Parker, when is baby boy due? Please answer. November the 17th, but I'm hoping he comes on the 12th because his birthday would be 11/12/13. How cool is that? Okay, let's end it there, and I think I will spread these out with some other vlogs in the middle. There's some new people to my channel, and I don't want you guys to just hear baby pregnancy stuff all the time. You want to see a baby bump? Let's get to it. You have to film mommy though, okay?
Okay.
Can you film me? Look at mama. Look at me. Show me. Can you show my tummy? Show mommy's tummy. You got it? Scarlet.
I think you too.
You, lady. Vlog the tummy. These people want, this is what, that's not working. Okay, mommy's turn.
No,
Okay.
my turn.
Scarlet, have a turn in a minute. Here is the belly at almost 26 weeks. I will be 26 weeks. Today is Thursday. 26 weeks on Sunday. So I'm 25.5 weeks here. There we go. Hopefully I've got the right angle here. On the front. I need to find a better way to vlog this beast. That's the little Huckle bump in there. Scarlet, is that your baby brother?
Yeah.
Where's baby brother? Where is he?
There he is.
There he is! Is he gonna come out someday?
Yeah.
What's he gonna do when he comes out?
I know, Mom.
Well, we'll have to wait and find out. Can you say bye, friends?
No, I need the Mama. I need it.
Bye, friends.